Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and fellow learners, today I stand before you to talk about a concept that is fundamental to our personal and collective growth, which is lifelong learning. I'm starting my speech today with a question to answer. Please answer these questions deep inside of your heart. How will you spend the rest of your life? Usually, after graduating, we land a job, which means that we go from studying to working in theory, to practice from school, to life from diploma, to positions from grades, to salary. It felt as though our lives had completely turned into a new chapter. And we went into the second phase with the mindset that we were done with learning. Well, we define learning as being forced to travel to a certain place for a set amount of time in order to receive instructions, such as attending a primary, secondary, high school, or university academy. This time is also fixed and typically lasts for 15 or 18 years, or sometimes maybe longer. But eventually it stops, and we stop learning. Many of you believe that education is the exclusive domain of learning, but the thing is, formal education is not the only foundations of education. Education is the ability to learn anything at any time and from any place. Lifelong learning processes was formulated by Arthur B. Shimamura, PhD, in 5 basic principles which can be shortened into MARCH: motivate, attend, relate, generate, and evaluate. By practicing these 5 basic principles, we became increasingly able to carry out efficient daily learning so that you always remember it. In line with the famous quote from Albert Einstein, once you stop learning, you start dying. Nevertheless, there are numbers of issues with lifelong learning. For instance, it may be challenging for those without access to technology or the internet to engage in online courses or other tech-driven learning approaches in a society where technology is pervasive. A lot of people struggle financially, which makes it difficult for them to invest in training or further education. The work-life balance is the worst aspect. Finding time for studying can be difficult for people with hectic schedules and professional obligations. The 3 issues I've listed are caused by specific factors. Thus, what is the solutions? Well, here's how. Accommodating learners with hectic schedules or job obligations may be achieved through the creations of flexible learning formats like part-time or online courses. Individuals who are unable to finance lifelong learning programs may be eligible for financial support from the government institutions and organizations' cross-cultural initiatives that highlight the value of lifelong learning can aid in the dismantling of culture's barriers. Lifelong learning is a journey, not a destination. It's a commitment to continuous improvement, acknowledgement that there is always more to discover, more to understand, and more to experience. So, how do we engage in lifelong learning then? The answer is remarkably diverse. It can take place in classrooms, workshops, or through online courses. It can occur through books, podcasts, conversations, and experiences. The methods are as varied as our interests and ambitions. But why? Why should we commit ourselves to lifelong learning? Well, the answer is simple, because the world is in a constant state of change. Technology, society, and our understanding of the world are all evolving. To thrive in this dynamic landscape, we must evolve too. Lifelong learning equips us with the tools to adapt, stay relevant in our careers, and remain curious about the world around us. And when is the right time to embrace lifelong learning then? The answer is quite simple, which is now. From our earliest years to our senior years, the pursuit of knowledge has no age limits. It's a commitment to growth and self-improvement that ensures we remain adaptable and resilient, no matter what life throws our way. In conclusion, lifelong learning is a powerful force for personal and societal advancement. It's not just a catchphrase or a trend. It's a philosophy that empowers us to embrace knowledge and skills throughout our entire lives. It allows us to cultivate our potential, adapt to change, and stay curious about the world. So, let's embrace the spirit of lifelong learning and continue our journey of discovery, for it is in learning that we truly live. Thank you very much. I'm Munifa, Afrinta, Dewi. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.